I wonder if you already know that you have everything that you need to unlock your mind, your body's fullest potential, achieve all the goals that you want already within you. What if you could optimize your health, your energy, your focus with simple, quick steps that deliver powerful results? Would you be interested? Would you like to learn how to tap into all of that? I'm sure most folks would, right? And so you can with what is known as biohacking. And I love that this is like this new buzzways, and I love mind hacks and life hacks and biohacking. And really, that's what we've always been doing with NLP and hypnotherapy. However, we are going to talk today, in today's Mindful Monday, about biohacking and hypnotherapy because it can go hand in hand too. So if it's your first time joining us, feel free to type in comments where you're coming from, if you have any questions or comments, and we also love to hear any topics you'd like to hear covered in the future. And if it is your first time joining us and you type the word mindful after the broadcast, I will come back and put in a link, which if you follow, you will get 2 free gifts just for joining us. One will be a hypnotic recording I created on releasing limiting beliefs, and the other will be what's known as our cheat sheet, our Mindful Monday cheat sheet, which is the bullet points of what we cover each Monday. All right, great. So basically, what is biohacking, right? So basically, it is an individualized system of techniques that give you a feeling of full control over your own biology. It involves noticing kind of areas of your life where you know that you kind of need some improvement, and then implementing these kind of hacks, if you will, to do so. So there's many different benefits, but the top 5 that most people would understand would be, number 1 would be having a better understanding of oneself, right? Because if you're noticing the areas that need correcting and you're working on them, then you're having a better self-awareness. So that's key to many things, right? Number 2 is going to be improved mood. Obviously, if you're working on things that you want to have and you're achieving those goals, your mood is going to be better. And then most of these things are going to involve increased focus and productivity because you're now gaining the things you want, as well as reduce stress and anxiety because more time free for yourself, right? And then most of the time there's this optimal sense of well-being or health too, because a lot of folks are using these hacks to do that kind of stuff. So to begin your biohacking journey, some of the things you'll want to do will be to kind of focus on assessing. You want to assess the areas of your life where you know you need some improvements. Examples might be you want more happiness in your life, you want more productivity, you want more focus, you want a better diet, you want to kind of lose weight, get in shape, athletic endurance, it could be a mental performance kind of thing. So there's many different things, but these are some of the key, just to give you examples. So you want to pick those areas, or area, you want to start with one, of course, but you can kind of note what areas you might be interested in to begin. And then the second step is basically to implement. So you'll add hacks to the desired areas so that you can reach your desired goals. So for instance, if your goal is more exercise, you might begin utilizing an exercise or a step tracker app kind of thing. If it's to feel calmer, you might do some calming breath work every morning or, mindfulness meditation, whatever it is for you. So you're adding little tiny things and tracking the progress over a period of time. So tracking, again, is step 3, document and evaluate. So at the end of your day, you want to take just a moment, you don't want to make a big thing out of it, but to note anything that's shifted or changed or anything that's different along your journey for the day. And you'll want to do this for about 30 days at a time. And then at the end of those 30 days, you want to create kind of like a challenge to see if that hack that you've implemented has actually worked for you and made an impact, if you will. And then step number 4 is, of course, to adjust. So after checking in with yourself after this 30 days, if the results weren't exactly what you wanted, you might make a little tweak. And if you really didn't get the results at all, then you might add a different hack, if that's okay with you. And so then you basically repeat. So biohacking, is never meant to be like a quick or fast way to get to optimal health and then stop. It's a never-ending kind of journey. And you add hacks after one area is complete and you get what you want, then you add a hack to the next area of your life because we're constantly improving. So there are like 4 simple steps to kind of get started with biohacking if you're interested. And the first one will be, again, to identify any areas of your life that you feel do need some of that improvement. Number 2, I'd suggest tracking your sleep. Sleep is so important to everything. So studies show that if you're not getting enough sleep, this can lead to making poor decisions. It can lead to poor decisions with diet, with exercise. It can create a mental fog. Research shows that a lack of sleep can even increase our risk of obesity, high blood pressure, diabetes, anxiety, depression, and many, many other things. There's a lot of research out there on that. So that would be number two. Tracking your sleep is so important because your sleep affects so many things. Number three would be to track your diet. So we all know kind of what we eat, but if you have ever written down everything that you put into your body in one day and looked at that at the end of the day, you might be surprised. And there are apps that can do this for you too, which makes it a lot easier. Ultimately, of course, all of us really do want and need to eliminate processed foods, sugars, and any other foods that create individual sensitivities in our own bodies. So, kind of noticing that can really help you to make some other adjustments as well. And of course, all of us do need to increase veggies, healthy fat, and quality protein. And then the final step that you might begin with is tracking your exercise. And again, we kind of know what we do every day, but it's very easy to use a Fitbit, a Garmin, an Apple Watch, whatever it is, and track your steps, track certain things to really take note of how much exercise you actually are doing in a day, a week, whatever it is for you. So if you are interested in biohacking your diet, because that is one of the most popular ones that they talk about, 10 ways to biohack your diet are going to be pretty simple. And of course, you want to start slow. You don't want to do them all at one time. But number one would be to eliminate sugars. Sugars, even like fruits, have tons of sugar. Number two is to increase your vegetable intake. So that can be done easily, just adding a little bit of vegetables every day. Number three is, again, to eliminate grains and glutens. And number four is to keep your fruit intake low, about 2 servings a day. And stick to low sugar fruits, because even though fruits, we say fruits and vegetables are healthy, right? A fruit can have a lot of sugar, and sugar not so great for many of us. Eliminate those processed foods. Eat grass-fed meat and wild-caught seafood wherever possible. Consider eliminating legumes like beans, peas, lentils, and peanuts because they're low in nutrition and they can actually prevent the body from absorbing proteins. And apparently, they're now often being found to contain BPA, which is a carcinogen often found in plastics, so we don't want that, and other harmful chemicals as well. And then eat healthy fats such as omega-3s, omega-6s. For survival, you want to aim for 50 to 70% of your diet to come from these healthy fats, such as avocados, grass-fed butter, grass-fed meats, etc. And consider cooking your food differently. Raw to slightly steamed kind of veggies provide the most nutrients. You want to avoid burned or blackened foods because they have often carcinogens in them and fewer nutrients. And then meats, of course, are best if they're boiled, baked, or lightly grilled. Now, advanced biohacking, this is where I love stuff. So you can consider getting a blood test, particularly at least once a year to monitor not only your nutrients, your cholesterol, your vitamins, blood sugar, but a great hack that I found is if you are able to and willing to donate blood, you can do it every 60 days and they monitor your cholesterol and all these things for you and keep track of it. You can advance your nutrition by beginning the elimination process, picking one thing, whether it be sugars or something, and adding more water is always positive. Getting outside in nature is an amazing way to boost your overall mood, your health, your well-being. You're getting fresh air, vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential for bone growth. Vitamin D deficiency is linked to breast cancer, obesity, depression, and many other things. Just make sure you're using, particularly if you're in the sunshine state like I am, some protective clothing, eyewear, and or sunscreen if you're out there. And we recommend walking at least 10-15 minutes every day. Meditating, because as little as 5 minutes per day, or using mindfulness practices throughout the day can reduce stress, increase productivity, improve your mood, and help ward off those unwanted cravings. You definitely want to be boosting your exercise routine. You can try that HIIT training or yoga, Pilates, kind of things that incorporate other things in. And my favorite advanced hack is to utilize NLP and hypnosis or self-hypnosis to tap into the unlimited power of your subconscious mind. This is going to get your subconscious mind aligned with what your conscious mind is working towards so that you get there even faster. You can listen to recordings while you sleep because your subconscious mind never sleeps. So it's a way of even like making things happen faster. And whatever you're putting into your mind right before or as you're sleeping is what your subconscious mind generally works on. So I've even used sleep learning and stuff like that. I absolutely love this. This hack is my personal favorite. You can truly support any other hacks that you want, physical, mental, emotional as well, and create your own as well. So this has been a fun Mindful Monday for me. I hope it was useful to you, and we look forward to